Hey. Never know how to start these. Let me turn this off. So it doesn't do a weird little flicker thing. If you hear thunder, it's raining. But hey, how are you? Can you imagine if what if I started you know that like Shrek gif, if I was just like okay, I take it back. Anyway, today is a tattoo day. Not that I got anything new, but that we're gonna be talking about them. So, let me move this closer to my face. As we know, I have a bajillion tattoos. Now that's an exaggeration. Maybe, but I have a lot. I also get asked a lot of questions about them. When people see photos of me, they're like, what is that? And then I have to awkwardly explain why I have a snake on my shoulder that says, trust me. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. So the way I've recorded my like little tattoo preview videos, you'll be able to see the tattoos close up so that I'm not just like, hey, here's my things, like awkwardly in front of the camera. So I don't really know where to dive in. Let's just start with, I'm trying to think how I recorded everything from the top down. So we'll just start with my collarbones and we'll just jump, we're just gonna jump all over the place. I thought about it for a moment. We'll just see where the wind takes us. So on my collarbones, since it's in your immediate view, I have the Creation of Adam Hands right here. And it says she is art. Creation of Adam Hands, I got this after a bad breakup. So maybe we should start with the kind of general order. My first tattoo was actually this one on my forearm. It's Kylo Ren's lightsaber. It says I'll show them the dark side. It originally was going to be General Grievous, and that was too expensive because I was like 19. It was either that or the dark mark, but my dad was like, that's satanic. So I was like, it's Harry Potter, but that's fine. So then I got a lightsaber. Okay. Beggars cannot be choosers. So I got a lightsaber for my first tattoo. Very much wanted to go big or go home. I was like, make it my forearm. How big can you make it? And she's like, heard, I got you. That energy has been our entire relationship, which if Dina, you ever come across this, hi, I love you and you are the best. Okay. My second tattoo was this little guy right here. So when I was in a shitty relationship, which if you stumble across this video, go fuck yourself. He was terrible. And I'm not saying I turned into a better person. I'm not great. But no, you were a piece of shit. You 100% were a piece of shit and you still are a piece of shit. And I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying telepathically. Viewer, not great things. YouTube. Anywho, I got that after I found out he did things. And I had terrible self-confidence in myself because I was like, why am I not good enough? So the wording underneath the Van Gogh tattoo is, I wish they would only take me as I am. Because a bitch was going through it. And I think I made him go with me to go get it. I was not in a good place. Kind of dragged me along for the next, like, I don't know, 6-7 months maybe, which if you are watching, I feel like you owe me a keyboard because you just kept my old keyboard, but like it's fine. I much later got this tattoo as like a I'm feeling better about myself tattoo, and then I also got the tattoo on my thigh of Azula and Zuko with my good friend Tyler. If you're watching, hey man, hey big man. Tyler is, I mean, you probably hear him in the back of my videos all the time. I'm fucking hacking. He's normally shouting give me it, or insulting me.
You see it? You see that chicken right there? That's how close I am to losing my shit. Give me the fucking potato. You're gonna burn the chicken! Jasmine! Jasmine!
The list ends there. But Tyler is easily like, he's like a big brother to me. Like I love him to bits. He's just great. He's just good energy to have around. And so we got a sibling tattoo together. So I got Azul and Zuko together, and his is on his arm. I don't know if I want to throw up a photo of us when we were younger. I could. I'll think about it. If it's in there, then it's in there. But I'm trying to think what I got next. I started my sleeve. My sleeve should have been done way sooner, but instead it was done in phases because every time I would go to the tattoo artist, I'd be like, hey, can I get this other thing? And then not touch my sleeve. Had a very bad habit of doing that. So we'll talk about my sleeve as a whole, but we'll just finish up with whatever the fuck is on my other arm. So I have tattoo of Levi from Attack on Titan. Mind you, I cannot remember the order in the way I got things. So I have Levi on my arm. I have a CSGO arcade machine on my inner bicep. If anybody's played Counter-Strike, the map on the actual screen is Dust 2. It's the platform on Dust 2, the one where you're looking down long. In the gun little game holsters is a deagle and an op. But I got that as like a little commemoration tattoo because obviously CSGO was my first FPS game that I played. I spent a couple years playing this stupid game.
So I'm gonna help you guys.
Oh yeah, I got
One
the
more?
fragger too.
Use the top mid.
Oh, please tell
Oh,
me
left
somebody,
side, left side.
Please tell me somebody saw some of those flicks.
Nice. Nice. No, get my no, get my upstairs. Nice. Come on.
That ace.
The top stairs. Nice ace.
Oh, that was crisp.
Oh, I'm looking at you.
And I very much was like, maybe one day I'll go pro and we'll join a team or whatever. It didn't happen. It did not happen. For obvious reasons, it didn't happen. Okay, watch this sick pick mid. Fuck. But I did obviously love the game. I'll never fucking touch it again. Don't get me wrong. You can't. Nope. Had a lot of anger issues centered around the game itself. So it's why I'm not gonna touch that. But yeah, I got a CSGO tattoo. So I can't say completely that I don't have fond memories of some things in the game, but it's just not something that I will touch again unless I'm paid high dividends, which in this economy it's not happening. So you won't catch me on there. Also on my arm, I have a little clown guy. I got this because it was funny. It's no other reason. I very much am the person with tattoos who I'll get things because they're kind of silly, goofy, and you know, it's either it looks cool, made me laugh a little bit, or maybe it has meaning. But not all my tattoos have meaning like a lot of other people. I very much am like, hey man, I like this thing, put it on me. Fuck it. So I got a little clown. I'm humble though, so his hat says number 2, not number 1. So this is number 2. It says good but not the best. I don't know how else I'm supposed to describe myself. I mean, that's pretty accurate. So I also have a little dragon on my arm. People may think, are you a Game of Thrones fan? I mean, yeah, I watched it, but I actually got that when I got my Lord of the Rings tattoo, the one around my thigh. I went to my tattoo appointment. My friend and coworker at the time was like, hey, I want to get a tattoo. Can you get a tattoo first? I said, well, she's like, can you get something small so I can see before I get mine? And I said, sure, I guess. I said, hey, can you like get a little dragon on my arm or something? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So I got a little dragon tattoo, only for me to still get my leg done anyway, because she's like, well, I already have the needle from you. I'm not gonna switch it and then switch back. I'm just gonna do your leg. So I was like, okay, sure. So I basically got that for moral support for her. Nothing else. Nothing else. So I have this little poem on my arm. It's literally just a block of fucking text. It says, of all the hearts I've loved, yours is the only one that makes me smile. I did get it for a person at the time, which I meant that. I really did. I did. I know he hates me now for good reason, which is always not great. I was not well, and I should have went to therapy sooner, and I did not. But I got that poem on my arm. Very, very bittersweet. I don't regret getting it, which we'll move into further topic when we get to my hand. No, I don't regret getting it. I think it's nice. I still think it's a nice poem. I still think it's cute, so it's fine. I realized I didn't get to my collarbone, so we'll just go down my hand and then go back up to my collarbone. But on my hand, oh, I almost forgot. I have a little Junimo right here. Got that matching with my wife. If anybody knows who my wife is, it's Marissa. Hi, Pookie! She is one of my, if not my closest friend, just from how long I've known her for. She's been there since I was a teenager through so many life changes. And she's been such a solid little rock to me, and you know, I love her to bits. I love you. I got that matching with her, as well as a little Stardew chicken on my hand. We got those matching tattoos together when she came to visit for my birthday. Marissa, I love you. I love you. I got, also on my hand, I got I Must Not Tell Lies from Harry Potter. There's bound to be at least one Harry Potter tattoo. Okay, there's at least one. I am such a big Harry Potter fan, as a lot of people who know me personally know. It's a problem. It's something. And just know that, listen, that place in London where you can visit and tour, I'm one day I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna, and might explode. I don't fucking know, but I would love to go there. It's just, I have such fond memories of reading the books and watching the movies for the first time, and it's just good, wholesome memories. They just make me happy. They're comfort movies. So anytime I feel sad, I'll watch something, or if I need to go to sleep, I'll watch something. Very much, it's just great. I have next a little clown cat. No other reason besides I was like, that's really cute. I like that. Now it's on my body permanently. I like that. Zap. Very much tattoo therapy-esque. I needed something. I just needed something. I wasn't gonna get my back work done at the time, and I was like, I need a tattoo because I'm unwell. And I was like, just sprinkle down some schmeckles for some ink on my person. It's fine. Felt better, so it's fine. That's fine. That's the one tattoo that was done by somebody else. Still, it was basically my tattoo artist's backup artist, so it's very apprehensive, which if you're watching, you're great, you're lovely. Thank you for taking care of me. I'm just picky since Dina's done everything. But he did a great job. It was fine. Didn't really feel anything. So moving on to the rest of my hand, I have No More Sad Days. I think I got that therapy? I think. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did, but I got No More Sad Days on the side of my hand. It's just a constant little reminder, even though it doesn't help to remind me, because there have been plenty of sad days. But it is just a little push to feel better, to do better, to get over that little hurdle, you know. On the side of my hand, I have Happier, and then I have Lovejoy, which is a last name of someone I used to be with. Do I have regrets? No. At least with that kind of name, people just assume the band, which is fine. That's fine. But I don't know. I have nothing poorly to speak on him about. It was in me. It was all me. So like, I very much just, if you for some reason stumble upon this, there is not enough of a sorry I can give. There just isn't. There's not. But I hope you're well, and I hope you're happy. And then I'll explain the happier. I was listening to the song Happier for the majority of when I was in therapy, crying to that album, that and like Conan Gray. So song meant a lot to my little weak, feeble little quail heart. So I got a tattoo of it on my fingy. Yeah, that is the extent of heavy things. Yeah, for the most part. There's nothing else. On my sides, I have a astronaut, which I got not really matching, but kind of with someone. This is just outing me as a very impulsive person throughout my life, but it was someone I was also seeing. He got a deep sea diver on his side, and I got an astronaut on my side, because his stuff was very under the sea themed aquatic type shit. And I got an astronaut because I was like, my brother likes NASA, and I can always throw on his initials onto it, so it's not a big deal. But that didn't last long, like at all. I was a cunt, so I was not a good person. So doing better now. But if for some reason you're watching this, I hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. My other side, I have a Destiny tattoo. I have a stylized version of Eris Morn. Now, if anybody knows who the fuck Eris Morn is, I think you're pretty cool. I think she's pretty cool. It's just because I played through Destiny 1, then Destiny 2 came out. I played the fuck out of Destiny 2. And at some point in the midst of it, I was like, fuck it, let's get Eris Morn on my side. Hurt like a bitch, but I got it. And now it's just a sick little tattoo on my side, which it doesn't look fully geeked out, so people don't know what it is or assume that it is even video game related, but it is. Now onto my collarbone. You thought I was gonna say sleeve. I thought I was gonna say sleeve. Collarbone, I just remembered. So I got a boa constrictor right here, in the words "trust me" underneath it, which makes me look like a snake. I can assure you I am not. I got it impulsively with an ex-best friend. We both got the words "trust me," and we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we got it beneath the snake? And I was like, yeah, ha. So I got it beneath the snake. It says "trust me." I think she has it in like gothic font in her arm or something. I don't fucking remember, but yeah, that's like the one piece I do plan on covering with something that'll probably be like a chest piece, just because I don't like who it's necessarily attached to. No offense to you if for some reason you ever stumble upon this, but I just don't like it. I don't like it. There's too many things. There's just too many things. But that's the one thing that I'm not big on. Now my sleeve. Okay. So my sleeve, I have a Godzilla sleeve. So when I was in high school, I would draw on my arm all the fucking time. And I was like, yeah, I really want to get a Godzilla tattoo. And my government teacher at the time was like, don't get tattoos. Don't be a delinquent like me. He had a sleeve. And I was like, I'm getting tattoos. And here we are. So on my outer arm, it's Godzilla fighting Ghidorah. On my inner arm, though, I have Destroya. These are gonna be names that if you don't know who the fuck they are, you're gonna be like, who the fuck this is. I have Destroya, Gigan, and Mechagodzilla. I don't know how I spun my arm around. I can't remember off the top of my head because I have the memory of a teaspoon. But on my arm, I have 3 different Godzilla heads: Rodan, Mothra, and then another Ghidorah head that I have on my arm. And then on my hand, have a Godzilla head. And this one is like classic. He's kind of styled like I want to say the 2000s Godzilla, where he just looks kind of meaner. That like between like 90s to 2000s. I think 2000s is what I'm thinking of. Where he looks just kind of meaner and it's just such a good design. While this Godzilla on my inner arm is more like Legendary's Godzilla. But this one is more like 2000s era Godzilla. I just love how his head just looks. Like he just looks mean. And then my arm above Mothra, it says "Long live the king." For my fingies, I have "I don't give a fuck" on my finger. I have "Breathe" on my middle finger. I have this one is "I am lost," my ring finger. My nails are so scuffed. And then this one is "The End." It says "The End." Don't look at those. Don't look at those. Everything on this arm coherent. So with it saying "Long live the king" in Japanese. My hand, now I'm thinking about it, I think it just says "I hate humans." Which, I mean, either way makes sense. But that's my whole arm. My back is King Ghidorah, also Godzilla theme. It's King Ghidorah stepping on a building. It's just a sick fucking back piece. I wanted a dragon at first, and then I was like, what's stopping me from getting a Hydra? Oh, what better Hydra is there than King Ghidorah? There you go. So now that's on my back, I do think it's really cool that there really is nobody else with that kind of tattoo, either on my back or on my sleeve, like my sleeve. Like you don't really find that. You really find that, and I think that's sick. I just thought about this. General question that people will ask is, like, how bad did things hurt? Or how long did things take? A lot of the tattoos that I have typically only take a few hours. My sleeve was put into different sessions, so it really didn't take too long. I think the longest part of my sleeve was my bicep and my outer arm, just because it's just a lot of detail and it's just one big piece. That probably took around like 5 to 6 hours. My back has been the longest. My line work was around 5 to 6 hours. My session after that was another 5 to 6. And then my latest length of time for my session was an 8-hour tap out. And we only did a total of like 20-25 minute break as a total. My neck was sore because I laid on my stomach for that part and I literally was just flipping my head from side to side. But in terms of pain, my tattoo artist told me I'm not able to tell people that tattoos are not painful because she said something is wrong with me. My back did not hurt, which is not normal. I felt all of my right side. So my Eris Morn tattoo, I felt all of that side. My astronaut tattoo, I did not feel anything. All of my tattoos are fair, like my arms and stuff, they didn't hurt. I think my fingers hurt a little just because there's really nothing there, like muscle wise. The sides of your fingers and hands, it does make you feel like your hand is on fire, but nothing really hurt. My back, the line work was the worst, but the shading, which typically should be worse, was easy. I didn't feel it. So that ends up being a fairly common question of, you know, how long and how much did that hurt? In case you can tell, we're going into questions now because I just thought about it. Another question ends up being, what's your favorite tattoo? I don't really have one, you know, they kind of just all look cool. I think all of my pieces, they're various. One, I'm a walking portfolio for my tattoo artist, for one, but two, I just like them for different reasons, man. Like if you were like, what's your favorite like silly goofy one? I mean, hey, like I got a little clown cat on my hand, but also a little clown guy on my arm. Like he's wearing a dunce cap. That's just fun. I don't know. My hand, sick as fuck. That's so cool. And it's just on my person. It's just on me now. That's sick. Like that's my whole, like if someone cut my hand off, I'd be more upset that I lost this than my hand. You see, you know what I mean? Like, it just looks cool. Plus with my back, I have to pick something over my whole entire back. I don't know, man. I don't have a favorite. I do not have a favorite tattoo. I know that's such a cop-out question, or such a cop-out answer, but I don't have one. They're all different and I all like them in their own way that I can't really justify picking one over the other, you know? Like, because then if I say like, oh, well, this is my favorite, then what about the ones that I have matching with some of my closest friends? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't those be my favorites? Or the ones that hold like heavy sentimental meaning, why wouldn't that be a favorite? So it's just, I don't have one. I don't have a favorite. My most painful was my back, the lining initially, and then my side. My collarbone just made me, I didn't feel the side, but I felt my bone vibrate, which doesn't feel great. But those are probably the top 3 that are up there. Probably back, line work, side, and then collarbone. But yeah. Will I be getting more tattoos? Yes. Absolutely. I have various tattoos planned already. If anybody's seen Pacific Rim, I wanted to get a couple Jaegers on my leg. Wanted to get a portrait of my cat and of my dog, my old dog, if anybody knows Jake. Best dog ever. Wanted to get a tattoo of both of them. And I know my mom wants a tattoo with me. I know Pookie wants one. My little matching tattoo with me. Hi! I know she wants to get one and I absolutely will get one with her. And I know my friend Damon wants one, which we will get one. We've been friends since we were like 8. Long distance friends. And I told him to reserve a space because he has more tattoos than I do. And I told him to reserve a space for our little teacup idea because he's British. So I said, let's get a little teacup with the world map on it and let's X out where he is and then X out where I am in red, since we have yet to meet. Which, Damon, if you're watching, figure it the fuck out. You were supposed to come here first. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. There's nothing else. Oh. Maybe it's probably a final question. What is my end goal of what I want to look like? Fucking sick. Just cool. Oh, I just remembered. I have a little tattoo right here that says, "Kiss my scars." That's just because I'm unwell as a person. And I got a lot of problems. So I got that as a tattoo. But there you go. That's in there too. I almost forgot about that one. I think that's it. In terms of the number of tattoos, I'll throw up a number like here whenever I like count them again, because I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna spend more time sitting here. So it'll just be here. That's how many tattoos I have. Whoa, look at that number. Crazy. And just so you know, I would be counting my sleeve as one piece. My sleeve is one piece. I wouldn't split it up. That's just a little weird. But I think that's it. But yeah, decided to do that. And then for all the random people that meet me on the street, my eyeballs are not tattooed. I draw my eyeliner on every day. Just as a clarification, I have not tattooed my face. I like my face a little too much to do that. I will not lie to you. So, not happening. But, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me while we talk about how much all of these things. Price points. I don't know if I'll talk about price just because every artist is different. So I don't want somebody to take what my tattoos cost and then go to some like a good artist and be like, well, this person paid this. Every artist is different. I would definitely say do your research, get a good relationship with your tattoo artist, because when you and your artist know each other, it makes planning things out 10 times easier. And your comfort is very important because these things will be tattooed on yourself for forever. You have to remember that. Your tattoo artist might say, yeah, let's do it. But if you're not happy with placement, or if you second guess placement, tell your artist they can always readjust the stencil. That's fine. My tattoo artist is very adamant on it's not going to be on me permanently, so you have to be happy. So if you don't like it by the end because you didn't tell me before to move the stencil, that's on you. That's not on your tattoo artist, because your tattoo artist, they're not Professor X. They can't read your fucking head, okay? They can't read your mind. So keep that in mind. If you get a tattoo, tell me what you got. If you're planning on getting a tattoo, tell me what you're planning on getting. And yeah, I think tattoo conversations are always fun. The stories attached to them are always just great. It definitely says a lot about different people. But yeah. I never know how to end these things, but thank you for tuning in and just hanging out and listening to me ramble for far too long. But yeah, I will see you whenever I see you, I guess. All right? Bye.